Your Excellency, Chief Dr. Godswill, Akpabio, our distinguished governor of the state of Akwa, Nigeria, distinguished members of the visiting delegation, our own Deputy Prime Minister, the Honorable Dr. Earl Asim Martin, and our Minister of Foreign Affairs, Mr. Patrice Nisbet, our distinguished ambassadors, and members of the Diplomatic and Consular Corps. In particular, I recognize our own Honorary Consul of St. Kitts-Nevis in Nigeria, our specially invited guests. Of course, I recognize Lieutenant Colonel Commander Wallace of our Defense Force and our Commissioner of Police, Mr. C.G. Walwyn and his dear wife, executive members of the Nigerian Association, and distinguished Nigerian students who are among us, ladies and gentlemen, please join me yet again with your applause in welcoming His Excellency, the Governor Godswill, Akpabio, and the other members of his visiting delegation who are here with us tonight. Let me point out that accompanying the governor is also the Minister of Culture, Nigeria's Deputy High Commissioner to St. Kitts and Nevis and other countries in the Caribbean, and several other distinguished officials with whom we will have the pleasure of interacting throughout this evening. I must point out that about 1 year ago, I had the good fortune of traveling to Nigeria as the guest of the distinguished Deputy President of the Senate of Nigeria. Nigeria, of course, is a country which, as we know, has a population of some 170 million persons. Lagos alone, Nigeria's former capital, before it was moved to Abuja, it has a population of some 21 million persons. And so the government and the people of this tiny and blessed Caribbean nation of 50,000 people, Governor, do indeed extend the most warm and sincere welcome to you. I recall that while in Nigeria, I visited both Lagos, the former capital, and Abuja, the new capital, which was built in 1980s. It was on that particular visit that Governor Akpabio and I became acquainted with each other and were able to discuss the social, economic, and political aims and aspirations of our respective countries. In fact, I was very impressed with his own agenda for the development of his state, the agenda which he has in fact named as the uncommon transformation of his state. To a large extent, my brother, my friend and my colleague reminded me of the passion I myself shared for the development of our country, St. Kitts-Nevis. And it was in those discussions that led the governor to be with us this evening. There was so much in common. His presence here as we celebrate our anniversary of independence is important not only for those reasons, however important they are, but also because a large number of the Africans who were kidnapped, our ancestors, and bought or stolen and brought to St. Kitts-Nevis, and who were free men there but became enslaved here. We believe that they came from the region of Africa that we now know as Nigeria, from the Bight of Benin. I recall that when I saw the carnival celebrations there last November, I was convinced for the nth time that the cultural portraits of the Nigerian people were very similar to what we ourselves celebrate here at Christmas time during Carnival. I am convinced that the DNA of the people of Nigeria is in fact the same DNA of the people of St. Kitts-Nevis. So I believe that there is a historical and genetic connection between the inhabitants of St. Kitts-Nevis and the inhabitants of Nigeria that goes far beyond our current and earthly experience and comprehension. Our special guest tonight, our distinguished governor, he is a lawyer by training and profession, and he has served as Commissioner for Petroleum and Natural Resources in Akwa, Ibom State, as Commissioner of Lands and Housing, and has devoted quite a great deal of his time to calming the tensions and acrimony that tend to crop up from time to time amongst various groups and interests in his state. He understands the importance of entrepreneurship to the vitality of any community, state, or nation, and so has spearheaded a micro-enterprise initiative in his Akwa Ibom state, designated and designed, I should say, specifically to enhance the income-generating potential of widows and the needy. Most importantly, our special guest tonight, Dr. Godswill Akpabio, is in fact the executive governor of the state of Akwa Ibom, sorry. And we are most pleased and honored to have him and the First Lady and his distinguished delegation here with us as we celebrate our 30 years as an independent nation. There is much that we can learn from each other. We have opened our arms and our country to your fellow citizens, my friend and governor. We have provided the opportunity for them to become professionals in their own right, away from home, but home here in St. Kitts-Nevis. We need to ensure that the cultural ties which run deep are in fact tightened. We need to make sure that there can be exchanges between our two peoples so that we can support each other in our various endeavors as Nigeria and your state continues to progress and St. Kitts-Nevis progresses as well. We extend to you and your delegation, Your Excellency, a most warm and heartfelt welcome. And we shall do everything in our power to ensure that you return to Nigeria with countless special memories of the warmth and the friendship that you encountered here. So much so that you shall never ever forget to return and return to us very, very soon. God bless you. Thank you, my brother and friend.